Hello, it's with Amnesia here. This is my Wildhammer Dwarf starting low level zones that get you to level 30, 33, 1 to 1 to 35 if you really wanted to, but level 1 to 30 it could get you through and service you to. So this would be your 1 to 5 zone. This would be your Valley of Trials, your Cold Ridge Valley, your Northshire Abbey, Death Knell, whatever, right? And so this would be that. You wouldn't put on top of the city because that would be bad for quests and stuff, and it would really confuse players. So it would just basically mini map spam. And yeah, you basically have that 1 to 5, and that little ravine thing here that goes into the next zone would be your natural barrier or transition part, and you just walk across here, or a bridge or something. I don't know, you get over here somehow, and this would be your levels 5 to 15. You can get through. You can jump off level 12 if you wanted to, level 11 if you're Rambo time. But what was it? Yeah. So 5 to 15 and this would start here, and we're playing a game that's called Take as Much Real Estate as You Can without making people butthurt, but ruining their nostalgia. A bit long name, but we're gonna play it, So it start off here, and there's some high elves which are gonna be allied to the alliance, but they're high levels, so we'll leave that to the zone because we don't want to ruin zones for new zones or whatever in people's eyes. So this is a gnome, and they vendors and stuff, right? But it could also be expanded, and you wouldn't remove any content. You just make it have a little starting zone. You could also have do quests for the starting people. But they could also be like a shared hub if you wanted to, right? And gnomes and dwarves, whatever, you ought to kind of harken back to that, but they're Wildhammer, dwarves are different. So you take this, and we're playing the game of take as much real estate as you can, and because we have to play with what we got, and then we keep on going. And so yeah, see these mountains here. You gotta try to take as much real estate of this as you can without making a big wall, make it look stupid. So you have to make it like, maybe like this would be a lower part, and then be a higher part. You have to think of creative solutions, right? And you take a chunk of that, so you have like 3 steps, and kind of neat. You have this, and then this. You think, okay, if you're creative, okay, we gotta take a chunk. We gotta take as much as this opportunity as we can, right? This is an unused playlands part. Okay, so we take this, make it green. I'm thinking, and also this here. No one really goes here very much, so you basically take that and make like a 3 out of it. You raise that up, and you have like some. Or maybe you have a little plateau here. You got a little bridges or something. This would be raised up. These mountain parts would be raised up, and the place that you can traditionally walk. I guess you could still walk there in the Plaguelands, but above it would be the Wildhammer Dwarves. And then you're still playing the game of take as much real estate as you can, and without ruining nostalgia time. And so we take this and we keep on going, and we stop at this where it gets kind of skinny because that's a natural good place to transition. And then we keep on going, and we take as much of this as we can, like we already have. And then ta-da, there's your zone. It's not a miracle zone. It's not super amazing. But it will do the job. It will get you from level 5 to 12 to level 5 to 15 if you wanted to. Naturally, you could stretch it out for a bit, but you could probably jump off at level 12, right? This is your Duratar. This is your Elwyn Forest or whatever, yada yada yada. So it starts off here where the ravine is. So right here it starts off a little lake place here, a little waterfall and stuff, and then you get this chunk down here. If I can get my so then you get this. So watch my cursor. This would be your zone. You go from up here rather starting. Then go across here. This is the outline of the zone where your transitions. It's like where the mountains are stop, absolute stop, right? And they keep on going, and then it would keep on going, and then it would transition around here, and it would switch gears and try to take as much of this as it possibly could. I guess you'd take like a big chunk out of that or something. So yeah, so basically you'd have like a T-shaped zone, I guess. You would have like kind of like a weird T, and that would be your zone. And yeah, so and then we go over here. This zone will get you from level if you could jump off at level 12 if you wanted to, but you'd be fighting level 14s and 15s, but you could do it. This would be your level 15 to 20 5 zone if you really wanted to. This can get you from level 15 to 25, but you could jump off at 2 levels lower at level 23 or level 20 if you really wanted to. Then this zone will get you some places. So so it could do about 7 levels comfortably. The zone could do, but you could make it 10, I guess, or something. Just it basically yeah, 25 would be kind of where its top end NPCs would be, right? It's you wouldn't get like level 26s or whatever, maybe a rare, but you get level 25 would be its maximum. You'd have level 15 as its entry levels, because what we can do with this zone is that we basically chop this off here, so this would be your divider, and then everything over here to this wall right here is a natural divide from Plagueland time there, and so here is what you can work with. So this is what you can work with here. You can expand this out to make it bigger and fatter, I guess, or something. Enough real estate to make it comfortable, right? Have some island stuff off the coast if you wanted to. Because, you know, and then this would be a natural, you know, and then, you know, so now it's kind of sizable zone, right? You have a, also there'd be an island, I guess, down here or something, right? So you could have like an extra, you could do that, right? And it basically start off here, let's start there, and then I think do we play a little bit of the, yeah, we play a little bit of the take the I don't know, the Plaguelands mountain game. We take that and we take a chunk of that, so we have like a hat of the zone up here. It's kind of big, and it's kind of, you know, nice little comfortable zone. And that kind of goes down here and transitions. You have a cave right here, and then you go down here, and then you have some coast time, maybe an island, like the size of a little island here, maybe like the size of bigger than the lighthouse island in Westfall. And yeah, so you take that, and you'd maybe make that bigger, put it over here or something, right? And then that would be like your transition to your zone. You can get 10 levels out of the zone, because you can jump off at level 23 if you wanted to, level 20, you know. So this would be your level 15 to 25. You can jump off level 23 if you wanted to. And then this goes to this zone over here. That's a big zone, right? That was kind of one of the bigger zones we got to. And that's what kind of when the XP kind of starts, you know, not super like a long time, but it kind of is more noticeable. You can't just like blitz through level 1 to 5 as quick. You can do it somewhat. It doesn't take too much, but it's you know, it'd be, you know, so you need like a bigger zone for level 20. I find, you know, levels 20 to 25 to get people interested. You know, just or whatever, right? You kind of get what I'm saying, right? You don't want like a little like pinhead zone, right? That'd be kind of. And anyway, so this is our zone we have to work with. Here, guys. So we're playing the same game as before. Take as much real estate as we possibly can without ruining people's nostalgia. So we have these mountains that no one really went to. So we take as much of that as we can. As little people probably walked here, so you probably wouldn't want to ruin that. And then you go over here, and then we keep on taking these mountains. So this is kind of like a dark shore kind of deal. Think of that, like it's kind of long and you're up on the mountains and stuff. And you have to do as much zones as we've seen before. This would have to use the most tricks to be the most caves, the most ravines. There'd be like stuff. There'd be a lot of up and down, like a lot of maybe like an underground part too. You know, like a hidden part of the mountain. You have to use as much tricks as you can to get as much zone as you can out of this, because it's kind of slim pickings if I'll be frank. So here's we have to make as much use of this opportunity as we can. This is kind of like a flattened zone, so we have to make this into a ravine, or not ravine, I don't know, you take this and make it into the zone as much as we can without ruining the aesthetic of the other zone, right? And we go along here, do the same thing, right? Much caves and stuff as we possibly can, without making like ridiculous, right? Make it like more than average, right? That'd be, you know, it wouldn't be like super caves everywhere, you know. It wouldn't be like typophobia, whatever it's called. So yeah, it wouldn't be like that. Anyway, so you keep on going, and this would be your end of the area zone right here. This would be your end of the zone. This little bulb or bulbs out here, and you kind of guess you kind of cheat and take like a chunk of the lower part here, like right here, I guess, and then you'd have like a thing of caves system here, and this would get you to level 27, so, or maybe level 30, like the people down here, I guess, like this would be like a transition area, so you could link up with that, so you'd be like level 28, 29, 27, right around here, so you could get to like level 30 if you really wanted to out of this zone, so you could go from level 25 to 30, that would be stretching it. Naturally, you do like 7 levels from level 25. The mobs are at level 25 here, and what was it? They would, you know, so you could basically level 23 if you wanted to and jump out of this into this zone, but 25 would be the you know, the one which it's aiming at, and you know, the mobs would stop at level 27, so you could do level 29, but they also have a little stretch down here which is a shared area, which would be level 30, so you could kind of, you know, like hokey into level 30 if you wanted to, but it'd be naturally 7 levels. You know, if you wanted to, you could basically, you know, 2 levels below 25 and 2 levels above 23, right? So, or whatever, right? That's 9, but you could whatever, right? So it'd be 5 levels of, or 7 levels, or I don't know, just it would be kind of a skimpy zone. It'd be kind of the zone you don't want to spend a lot of time in. There's not enough real estate, right, to make you the stuff. It's not enough of the zone, right? Anyway, so that'd be kind of your quicker zone, right? They wouldn't have too much of it, right? Then you have a little path going across here, and this is your big fun zone. Starts at level 27. It would get you to, so you'd have to so the other zone there you have to get a little bit of it. Not, you wouldn't have to do a whole bunch of it, but you have to some of it, right? Maybe like 5 levels if you wanted to. But yeah, that would get you to that. And yeah, so you basically the game of this is that we have a coast and we would push this out if we wanted to because we don't have enough real estate here. So you have to basically double this. Think of like double time. It's like double Big Mac time, right? And bad reference, whatever. And so this would be this theme would be pushed out here and be bigger. It'd be a bigger dwarf farm, and you keep on going. So it's double. Think of like double mirror time, right? You gotta, I guess, a lot bigger than it is. Maybe an island over here, right? This zone could get you to 10 levels because we have to do that because we run into this problem, right? Because the zone itself is not big enough to have 10 levels. Maybe 5 in there, but you have to make it double. Then you could do it maybe on the island also, right? So you could try use as much resources as you possibly could, right? And then you make it bigger and better but anyway, so this is me not using Noggle very good. Okay, so yeah, so basically this would be kind of like right at the extremity of the zone, right? You have maybe an island off the coast if you wanted to, right? Something cool, like I don't know, like island over there somewhere, right over here or something, I don't know. But it would be kind of neat. It's like a sizable one too, so you try to, as much as you can, try to use the coast, try to expand it out, because no one really goes over here. It's a little Easter egg, right? So you try to make it this big, expand out. You can't really do it because there's kind of like a thing, right? So it'd be kind of like almost like a corner shape, where it basically stop here and then it would expand out right around here. This would be like biggerified, and it would be like bulbed out. It got kind of like this thing, and they have an island over there, I guess. I don't know. And then you have a lower part of the zone, I guess. So you have like the upper part of the zone, and then you'd have this little place where you could have like a little pathway, whatever, right? And you have like this little shared zone here. You're trying to make as much trees as mountains over here, and yeah. So this zone will get you to, so it starts at level 27, I guess, and it yeah. So well, I guess the mobs in the air zone could level 23, I suppose. Yeah, I guess level 23 or level 20 or something. I don't know. Figure out the transitioner later, but that'd be your intermittent zone. So this zone here would be start level 20, 27, I guess, or 25, 26 maybe, or 25. I don't know. Kind of mid to high 20s, and it could get you to level 30 and jump out if you wanted to, or you could get you to level 35 or 37 if you really wanted to. So you give these guys like an alternate zone because people are, oh, zone's so boring, because people get bored. I've heard a lot of people kind of get tired of the zone. My experience, right? Anyway, and so you could provide like a later half of this would be like for like the some alternate zone. You could level up here, and then you eventually have to jump off here to get to your um, level 40 or whatever, right? But yeah, so this would get you to your high level 30s to 40, Wrath, whatever, right? But this zone, what I'm thinking of, this one could be like high 30s, I guess. You can get to mid 30s, I suppose. So yeah, levels 25, 26, 27, I guess it could start to all the way to like level 35, level 37, maybe in little pockets. I don't know. But yeah, that would be that zone kind of idealized. So yeah, so mid 20s to high 30s, I guess. If you really want to, or maybe just 10 levels, and you could push some levels if you wanted to, right? Have 10 levels comfortably, 10 or 12 comfortably, and just have it so the option if people want to stay here for longer, you could do that, but you could jump out at level 30 to or level 25. You just go from that zone to the wetlands, whatever, right? But you'd make it so that people have an option to, so they could bridge from level 1 to Wildhammer Place to all the way to, you're into the zone, right? Anyway, that's my idea, my concept of the Wildhammer Dwarves starting zones, from levels 1 to 30 or 35, so they could connect with the rest of Azeroth. So yeah, bye for now, guys. Take care, have fun, and please give some feedback if you want.